we want to decide our own future. We don't want to, rule over others. But also to say that we're not oppressing anyone in our territory, and we don't want Afrikaners living outside Orania to be oppressed in any fashion. In order to have a place, you need to have a demographic majority in a geographical area. There is no other way. If you don't have that, and I think many Americans and Europeans don't understand that yet, because they still have majority areas. They still even majority in their own states, although their governments seem oppressive and do weird things. They still are a majority, so they feel safe. But the moment you lose that, you lose a lot of things. You really, it's downhill from there. And to understand that, you must establish areas where you can be a majority. The majority of Afrikaners live in Pretoria, but in Pretoria, Afrikaners are not a majority. A minority of Afrikaners lives in Orania, but in Orania, Afrikaners are a majority. So you have to understand the dynamic between that.
Well, maybe if I could just add to that, I think that is part of the reason why we think the West, the Western world, and people all over the world should take note of what's happening in South Africa and should contribute, because the solutions, in some ways, we are experiencing problems that much of the world might still experience in the future, and we're trying to find solutions for those problems. For the problem, for example, of what do you do when you become a minority in your own country, and those in power actively start discriminating against you more aggressively and so forth. How do you find solutions to that? And so South Africa is, I don't want to say a petri dish, some people have said that, but it provides the opportunity to work towards solutions that might be very important for the rest of the world in future. And so we really do, that's why we chose the word pioneer and why it came out several times in this conversation. We really think of ourselves as, in some ways, in uncharted territory and having to be pioneers